Hey besties, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm like kind of out of breath because I was running around rampage trying to find this one palette from Natasha Denona that I cannot get my hands off of, and I think that's how you can really tell if you really love a makeup product, because like you're just trying to find it and you're going crazy, like you just really don't want to let it out of sight, and when it does get out of sight and you can't find it, you're going crazy. Where's my stuff? You know, so that's kind of how I'm feeling. But if you guys don't already know who I am, my name is Lindsay Johnson. I love makeup, skincare, hanging out with you guys. I'm like looking at a bunch of makeup right now that we're about to talk about. And in today's video, as you guys can tell, we are going to be talking about new makeup, old makeup, just all the makeup that I can't get my hands off of that I've really been loving. There's a lot of new makeup, I will say here, like relatively new. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's jump right in. Now, the first thing that I have to share with you guys is not necessarily a makeup product, but it does make your makeup look really good on top of it. So for that reason, I did want to throw this in because I've been eating this stuff up. My skin is super dry. I'm normal to dry. I feel like some of you guys know, some of you guys that are new might not know, but I have normal to dry skin, and I have been drinking up this Youth to the People triple peptide Cactus Oasis serum. It's so good. Now, I will say it is very expensive, and everything that I talk about today will be linked below if you want to check it out, and thank you in advance if you use my links. But this is very expensive. This is like $60. Like, it's very expensive, you guys. So for that reason, if you do want to try this, I would urge you to try the travel size first, which looks like this. So cute. So this is the size difference, you guys. This is what this looks like. I can't remember exactly how much this one was, but I do have both of them, and I do recommend getting the sample size or the travel size, whatever, first, because honestly, you'll get a lot of uses out of it still, and at the same time, you're able to, you know, get this beautiful formula, but for a more affordable price point. So I love this stuff so much. I will say I try not to use it every single day. I use 2 pumps. Even on the hands, it feels very hydrating, just like a drink of water. And I love to put this on the face before makeup, more so when I do have really dry skin days, which for me can happen a lot. I also like to rub it on the neck to give myself that full experience. You can use this morning and night if you would like, and I also have a video trying it out on my channel as well if you want to check it out. But ever since I've gotten this, I've been really loving it. Haven't been able to put it down. They just came out with a new retinol type of product, which I do want to buy, but you guys, that one is like super expensive, so I've been trying to hold off. But I'm really tempted. Let me know if you guys want a video on that though, because then I'll buy it. But I have been trying not to. So love that. And then you guys, I have also been loving the Power Grip Primer, but I have just been gravitating towards the Vanish Airbrush Hourglass Primer the most. I feel like it will make anything that you put over top look good. I love this so freaking much. Whenever I do a wear test, I'm going in with this product on the left and then usually another product, like no primer on the right, and that's how I like to do it, because I have not found a product, like a foundation product, a concealer product, that did not play well with this. It will smooth you out. I love it so much. Again, this one is a little bit more pricey, but I really love it. I didn't want to go in with the Power Grip because I don't know, I've just been using this one like every single day. So even though I love the Power Grip for longevity of the makeup, and if I want my makeup to last all day, like I have a lot I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, I will go into the Power Grip. Today I really don't, and honestly I just love how it blurs the skin a little bit, but more than anything it gives you a really beautiful, smooth, seamless base, but at the same time it does have a little bit of hydration. I've tried the Soul Body one before, which has a similar texture and feel, but that one to me dries me out just a little bit more, which I could use in conjunction with this, of course. But I really freaking love this Hourglass product. Like, they just know makeup. Like, they just know what they're doing over there, and I wish it wasn't as expensive as it is. But you guys, the VIB sale is coming up. That's coming up, so maybe put it on your list for that. Then you guys, I have to talk about both of these eyeshadow products. I think I'll go in with this one, but quickly, I just want to do an honorable mention to the Natasha Denona Mini Biba. I don't even know why I looked at the back. I know what this is. Now, this is a $25 palette. It's one of their minis. The $25 palettes are a really good palette to pick up if you've never tried any of Natasha Denona's, you know, bigger palettes or whatever, and you want to taste. I feel like this is great. I have bigger palettes too, you guys, like the mid-size ones, and you guys, I reach for this one way more because of how convenient it is to just have 5 just really mapped out for you, laid out for you in an easy way. Ooh, it just started raining, so if you guys hear that, I am like sorry. It could be like therapeutic though. But I love this palette so much. I rated it 10 out of 10. Best $25 I've ever spent. But I've also been loving the Supreme Nudes The Quickie Artist Couture palette. Y'all, when I tell you that I love this palette, let me show it to you. The shades in it are really blendable, very easy, very workable. You can work them up or keep them down as far as the color payoff. I love this palette. Let me go ahead and go into this shade right here called Nudist. I freaking love this palette for when I'm in a hurry. What I usually do typically is I will work this shade right here called Nudist all up in the crease, because as you guys can see, it blends out like nothing. It blends out like freaking butter. So I love this shade a lot to just put in the crease instead of bronzer. Sometimes when I do go in with a bronzer in the crease, it can kind of look a little bit splotchy. So I do put bronzer in the crease sometimes, but more than anything, I do like to do just like a neutral eyeshadow, and that's it. And I really love this specific one. So usually I will put this all over the lid like so. It blends out so easy. Like, I just love how easy this is. It does the work for you. So if you're looking for a palette that definitely does do the work for you, this one really does. The Natasha Denona one I really love too, but I feel like the browns in here can get super pigmented super easy, like super quickly. So if I go into this shade right here called Mink right there, and I use a very light hand touch, then I can really apply it lightly right there, or I can go in like crazy and really build it up. So I really like that about it. I feel like it's really beautiful, and I feel like anytime I use it, I feel like it really complements the color of my eyes, so I love that. I'm actually going to go into the shade right there above it called Aesthetic. I didn't plan on doing like a deeper outer eye, but I guess I just really wanted to show you guys what I was talking about with how you can build it up or you can keep it really light, whatever you prefer. But I really enjoy this. It blends out so easy, and it just gives all of the vibes. Like, I just really love this palette. I like to clean up with my fingers sometimes, and then I'm gonna go do the other eye, and I'll be right back. I am so sorry. I definitely thought I was recording and I wasn't, so I just had to wipe my whole face off. Thankfully, it was just foundation and concealer, so I did all of my skin prep again. These things happen when you're recording YouTube videos, okay? Especially if you're in the beauty space. You already know, maybe you're not recording, you think you're recording, which is what happened to me. Maybe your mic is off and you think it's on. A lot of different things can kind of happen that can definitely like prohibit any success, you know what I'm saying, a successful day. And so to me, I was like, no, F it, I'm gonna like come back, I'm gonna do it a different day. But then I was like, no, just take it off. It's like 3 steps that you missed. But anyways, the eyeshadow definitely got a little bit messy. So remember when I said that the Artist Couture one is definitely great because it doesn't give you high pigment right away. I feel like it kind of does a little bit, so you have to be careful with that one. But oh my goodness, I love the looks that I'm able to come up with that one. This one is probably not one of my favorites just because it really did get a little bit messy. But you know what I'm saying, I still think it looks like okay for being messy. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a really good palette, really good quality. But yeah, then I went in with the Colourpop Lip Creams. You guys know I love this set so much. I will link it down below. I want to get even more shades than this because I just feel like these add something super special to the under eyes. But I went in with this one right here, which is like this corally kind of color. So beautiful, you guys. And that is what you guys missed, was me applying that. And now we are going to go into the foundation. Now, I already redid my skin prep. It hurt to use my Youth to the People 2 times in a row today, but I did it for the video nonetheless. And so we're going to go into the Cosas Foundation, y'all. When I tell you, this is such a good foundation. Sigma was also kind enough to send me this F80 flat kabuki. So we are going to be using this today. I actually really love it. I already just used it off of camera when I was not recording and used this foundation. And I really love the brush, you guys. You can really build it up with the brush. I haven't even, I don't think, tried this one with the brush. I think this was my first time. And I really freaking like it. Like, do you see that? I think the brush actually looks really stunning. And I just feel like it feels nice when you're painting your face. It literally feels like you're doing some artwork. Now, when I first tried this foundation, I thought I wasn't going to like it because it initially claimed that it was supposed to help with your skin's texture, and as you guys can see, I definitely don't think it does that. But I really do think in conjunction with powders, you know what I mean, it definitely does look a little bit better, and I really do like it. Now, it's definitely more of like a medium to full coverage. It has a beautiful natural finish. It's super radiant, which is what I like about it. Now, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin is like another level, but this one does have a really pretty amount of radiance, and I like it because, see, with the Charlotte Tilbury one, I feel like on the forehead, instead of giving like a really subtle glow from within, it's kind of intense, which I don't really like on the forehead. This one definitely does give a glow, but it's not as intense. I just love this stuff so freaking much, you guys. And using the brush is really fun too because you do get a little bit more coverage for sure. I wanted to show you guys this 2-piece that I got from Target. So you guys, I'm not gonna like sit all the way up. Well, maybe I will, whatever, who cares. But this is what it looks like. So it's really freaking cute. Okay, it has the top and then the bottom, and it looks really freaking cute, you guys. I was just saying that if you guys have been looking for some in the house loungewear, this is so pretty, you guys. My girlfriend loves it, I love it, and I just think it's super duper beautiful. And it really wasn't expensive either. Like, I've seen stuff like this be super expensive, so I was really happy to see it at Target, and I did pick it up. I really love how it feels. They also had it in black, but I didn't get to pick that up. I probably will next time though. And then pressing with the Beauty Blender, which I love to do. And you guys, look at that glow from within. I think this is such a pretty product. Like, oh my goodness. So now I'm going in with the Morphe Filter Effect Concealer. I feel like you guys know I've been raving about this. I love it so much. I like to go in with the shade Light 6 on my pimpies. And then I like to go in with the shade Light 2, right? Yeah, Light 2 on the under eyes, or anywhere else I like to highlight. And then I like to let it sit there for a second just so I get the full opaqueness of it, like the full coverage. Okay, time to blend out. I love this one because it's thin, like it's very thin, but it also does cover. I do still see some of my under eye darkness, so it's definitely not full coverage, but I just like that it has a nice amount of coverage for being so thin and lightweight. I really like that because then the under eyes don't look as crepey throughout the day. Also, it definitely does have radiance to it as well, but for under eyes I typically don't like that, so I always go ahead and powder. So that is what we are about to do after this. Okay, that was a lie. I'm going into the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Warm Wishes. No, in the shade Power Boost first. I don't need to talk about this. You guys know how I feel about this. My shade is too warm. I suggest if you want something cooler toned that you get the Happy Soul one, which I did actually order recently. Y'all, what's wrong with me? I was on Sephora yesterday with the intention of buying one thing, right? I get to my cart. The cart is $400 freaking dollars. $415 to be exact. I'm like, okay. So I go through and I try to really do the process of elimination. You guys know how we do, right? We go, we window shop, we add everything, and then we try to do the process of elimination. But for some reason, I just could not eliminate anything. I was like, all of these things I really, really want, especially like on my channel. Like I just really, really want them. And in my everyday makeup. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a thing and I'm gonna buy it all, which is crazy, I know, and especially because it's before the VIB sale. Like, come on, I could have waited for that sale at least. But they were all things I've been so excited about and putting off, so I just figured whatever, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on both sides. You guys know why I love this. You can really, really get a really beautiful finish really quickly. It blends out like butter. It is so beautiful, so delicious. I feel like everyone is talking about this, and for such a good reason. It is just, it's stunning. I love it more than the Milk Makeup one. I love it more than the Soul Body one. It's so creamy, and for that reason I was kind of scared about it and about the longevity of it, but I do definitely feel like it does stay throughout the day as well. Then for blush, I'm going into the Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo into the blush shade specifically. I wish it had one of those seals that other Natasha Denona, you know, minis do have. Like, why doesn't it have that? I don't know. I feel like that would be great because it would keep it nice and creamy, but nonetheless, I'm still going to use it. I still feel like it gives a good finish. I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't think that the quality has deterred, but I just wish that it did have a seal. So I've been loving double blushing just because it makes that blush really, really adhere and stay throughout the day longer. So I'm like, I don't want to though, because if you look at the skin, I mean, it's like giving right now. I don't want to flatten it and put powder, but this shade is amazing. So this is the Moon Prism blush from Lunar Beauty. I love this palette so much. I use it like almost every day. Going into the shade right here called Stargaze, I think that would be beautiful. I think that would pair really well with the Natasha Denona shade. And just popping that a little bit on the cheeks. Like, do you see that? It just adds a little bit more of like a flush. And I don't think that actually took away from the shine. So that's cool. Love that. That's beautiful. Now for highlighter, you guys, what the heck? Why don't I hear anyone talk about this? So again, thank you Sigma so much for sending this, but this is the Sigma Berry Glow, right? So it has a blush and a highlight. Whatever, basic, you know, I was thinking, okay, that's cute, whatever, but you guys, I could have just used that blush, to be honest. I haven't yet though, so I didn't want to talk about that because I haven't tried it. But this highlighter, why don't people talk about the Sigma highlighters? And if they do, why am I under a rock? Because look at this. Like, look at how freaking pretty. Like, I tried this the other day, and I have been using this every day after that because it's just gorgeous, and I cannot believe more people are not talking about these highlights. Like, do you see that? Now, this is not for the weak. You guys, if you don't like a very blinding in your face highlight, you will hate this. You will not like this. Like, even when I go in kind of light, it's pretty intense. So if you don't like an intense highlight, this definitely isn't the one for you. But you guys, I feel like if you guys know this channel, you guys know I love those really poppy highlights. So the fact that I didn't already know about this one was honestly really sad to me, which sounds like very, very dramatic. But you guys, I was like, what? So that's like my new favorite highlight right now. So I want to try more of their highlighters because if they're all that same quality, they got my money. I am going to take the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Powder, and I am going to put that on the under eye area. On both sides of the face. This is a Laura Lee Los Angeles brush if you guys are interested. Ooh, it's super big though. I want to put this on the forehead, upper lip, and I think I said forehead for chin because I'm crazy. But yeah, all of these places, basically like the T-zone, you know. I feel like I don't even need to talk about it because so many people already know about it by now. It's definitely not new by any means, but lately I've been using it so often. I have no idea why I stopped using it back in the day. Like, I love this so freaking much, and if I wasn't using it today, I'd be using the Rare Beauty one, which I really stand by as well. But this one is beautiful. It will make you look freaking porcelain, and I've loved it for years. So I love that one. For lips, you guys, I'm already halfway done, but this is the glowing lip from Colourpop in the shade Cockatoo. You guys, this is the perfect nudie pink. It's really freaking beautiful. I cannot get my hands off of it. Like, look at this. It makes your lips look super juicy. It is very thick, I will say that. It's not a very, very thin consistency. It's very emollient, very thick. So I wanted to show you guys this Revlon one. If you guys don't like a thicker, more plumpy, which I mean, I feel like a lot of us do, but if you don't, this Revlon Lip Shine would be perfect as well. This one is in the shade Strawberry, Beaming Strawberry. And so it looks like this, you guys, but I feel like this one is definitely a bit thinner, and obviously the shade of this one is entirely different. But I wanted to say, if you guys like a thinner consistency for something like this, then there's this one. But I have been loving this one. The shine on it is crazy. The way it feels on the lips is nice. It does feel like a little bit thick, like I said, but not too bad. I have been eating this shade up. I've been using it like literally every other day, basically. It is such a beautiful product to have in your makeup bag, and this is like $8, so I have to recommend it. I wanted to say today I was gonna go in with the Huda Beauty, this lipstick right here. It's like a bullet, but I was like, I cannot use that. Like, I want to use this so bad, so I figured go with your heart, babe. So I wanted to use this really bad because I just have been using it so constantly, and I just really love how it makes my lips look and feel. And the shine is like crazy. I love this. It's so full and opaque. So usually what I would do is go in with something like that Huda Beauty shade I showed you guys, the bullet. Then I put a lip gloss over top. But with this, you don't even need it because it gives you that full intense color payoff, but with the same time having that look of a gloss where it's very shiny and very pouty and beautiful. So I really love this product. And then for sprays, you guys, I'm just gonna go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray. This will make your makeup last literally all day. I really love how everything looks. I think it's super beautiful, very glowy, but at the same time not too much. I'm just really happy with it. Also, be looking out for my March favorites video. I will put that at the end of this month, as well as the VIB sale recommendations, because oh my goodness, I got some recommendations for you guys. Definitely more than last year, so yeah, there's a lot. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love how I look. Like, wow, everything all together on the face is just looking really good. Only thing that's throwing me off a little bit is just how the eyes look, just because I went a little bit more intense, which, you know, that's my fault. But at the end of the day, some stuff happens sometimes. I'm super excited that I didn't give up once I did see and catch that my camera wasn't recording, because at the end of the day, we definitely should never give up, and we should always push through. And it's just makeup, you know, like it's fine. But I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you in the next one, besties. Bye!